Good morning, YouTube. It's the morning of August 15th. My last video was um, posted. Rock and Robin here. Good morning. My last video was posted yesterday, and it was what I thought was lost, but you guys got something from it, so I'm glad of that. I just wanted to come back this morning and share some more thoughts. Um, I am here today to touch on clean eating. I know this is a big topic in our world because a lot of us just are trying to get food in. But I am going to start doing research on other types of protein other than meat because I think that's a lot of the times why I can't get down a lot of food. Um, my I can do fish, and I could do sometimes I could do chicken, but most times, the meat gets stuck, like when I eat the yogurt and stuff like that. But I know yogurt is not going to be enough to sustain me, and I'll get tired of it. But I was just following this guy. I found a new guy. His name is Yuri Elkaim. His name is spelled Yuri. Last name is Elkaim. And I just went to the dermatologist yesterday, or day before yesterday, and found out that I have hyperpigmentation sensitivity. And the long and the short of it is I have, which I knew, I have, my skin is hypersensitive to certain things, mainly bug bites, any foreign um, shots, uh, ster- sterling silver needles. I don't know if you guys can see this. I have a little, okay, I guess you can't see it. All right, let's see if we can get this. Yeah, don't want to show the fat on my arm. And then I got this reversed. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you see that little area right here of discoloration? Ooh, discoloration. Um, you can't really see it good, but anyway, I took a TV shot, which I wasn't supposed to, and my arm went crazy, yucky, swelling, whatever. And I know what you're saying, oh, TV. No, I have reaction to 90% of artificial stuff, like aspartame does like cuckoo stuff for me. And I've been telling the doctors this for years, and they kind of just laugh at me. I had a cyst removed, and I remember telling the doctor, he said, well, all we're going to give you is Motrin. And I said, well, I react crazy to Motrin. He was like, that's ridiculous. I've never heard anybody react crazy to Motrin. I do. I act like I just had a joint, and I'm high, and I giggle for like hours. And, I was even trying to hold back the laughter. I just have the most bizarre reactions to anything. Like the TV shot, it blew up. It pussed my arm up. It had a line of something going straight up. I took hepatitis shots. I still have the knot. I had a big knot going all the way across my arm. I just react differently. I don't take any medicines. When they prescribe me medicines, I just go, okay, and I don't take them. My daughter is like that. She swells up and breaks out into hives and all kind of stuff. So I try to not do a lot of medicines because no matter what I tell the doctors, they still think that I'm exaggerating. I love the doctor I have now, Dr. Mark Ragavan, yes, and he believes me 80% of the time, so he believes me more times than not. But he still has a hard time understanding, so he sent me to an allergist, which I'm going this morning. Um, Infectious disease because of the TV shot, and because I'm um, my nursing classes, I can't do labs without being cleared. A dermatologist, he sent me to the whole work of people. And, I know that I have these issues. But the long and the short of the reason why I am doing this video is because I am going to do more clean eating. I know I had talked about this before. And I was listening to this guy, Yuri, and he was saying about, I try to do the best on shelf foods, which is a myth. And like I said, I'm gonna do a disclaimer like my one of my favorite persons on here does. But I am not trying to knock what anybody else is doing. This is what I am doing because it is best for me. Now, at this point, if you're going to get offended by anything I say, you need to cut it off and go visit somebody else. But with that said, still love you. But I am going, my favorite cereal in the world is Fiber One. And this is my reality. And this is what I feel is reality. No matter what you think is the truth is not going to change because of what you think. I love Fiber One cereal, but I read the box for Fiber One cereal, and yeah, it's the same. That's the same as we were talking about my girlfriend. I spent the weekend at her house a couple of nights ago with her family, and her nephew got up and wanted some Lucky Charms cereal, and he also wanted some oatmeal cookies. So his mom was fussing about the oatmeal cookies and would prefer him have the Lucky Charms. So I just picked up the cereal box and I picked up the cookie box. Same amount of sugar in a cereal, but the cereal had dyes and preservatives and whatever. The cookies were not natural. But when she started reading the ingredients on the cookies and reading the ingredients on the cereal, she was like, eh. So I kind of pointed out to her, everything that you may think is good may not be good. And everything you think is a sugary treat may not be as a sugary treat as possible as you think. But anyway, I am so sorry for that snorting, but I have cold that just gets trapped because of this. I'm not quite over this thingy with the house. So, back to my train of thought because I will lose it quickly. Um, he posted this thing about eating raw cereal, which I'm gonna have to work on his stuff. I like creating foods, but he was saying take blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, chopped walnuts, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, flax seeds, shredded coconut, and use a rice milk or a nut milk, almond milk, whatever. If not, use a soy milk, which he will prefer the rice or the nut for obvious reasons because they're better. All these things were raw, as raw organic. Don't buy. Um, well, I'm not gonna tell you don't buy. I don't. I try not to buy uh, fruits that I um, eat, like berries and stuff like that, because of the pesticides and the carcinogens and all of that stuff. Um, and it's hard to eat organic and eat clean and eat all of that because for us we have to look at the proteins. But I'm gonna start researching and I'm gonna post. So these will probably be some of the boring posts. There's things out there you can eat that it may not taste great the first time you eat it, but it's so much better for your body. I tell you, since I've been eating, I try to eat clean two days a week. I try to eat nothing packaged. The meats I try to get from an organic place, or I get the organic meats from Publix, which may be Kroger or whatever, is in your city. I try not to eat wheat meats from Walmart because they have they dye and color a lot of their meats. Because once you get them out of the lighting of the grocery store, you get home and they're a different color. I try to eat more fish, but I try to watch the mercury because I notice when I eat a lot of sushi and things, which I don't anymore because of the rice, but I get a little lethargic. So all I'm saying is I'm very, very sensitive to a lot of things, so I have to eat differently. And which I knew all my life, I'm starting to get diagnoses on. So I'll just share some of the things I'm eating. I've gotten away from a lot of the VSG groups and VSG websites for eating because a lot of them focus on just quick throwing stuff together. And some of that stuff, if you kind of think about it, is not good. These wonton things that everybody is so absolutely excited about. And, they make the food taste better. But, yeah, you got to look at, that's a carbohydrate. So, carbs are not big with me other than fruits and veggies. So that's why I try to get most of my carbohydrates in like sweet potatoes and things like that. I try not to do white potatoes because the sugar breakdown, it elevates your glucose a little bit more than the sweet potatoes. So what I'll try to do is give some ideas on foods. Like that cereal sounds delicious. I probably would have had more nuts um, than I would have had berries. And I am dabbling with chia seeds. Chia seeds are lovely, but because they swell up so much, you have to be careful with the amount that you use and what you put them with. I'm going to try to find a substitute for fiber one, and when I find that, um, or try to find a substitute for cereal. And when I find that, I also found a recipe for some awesome oatmeal oatmeal cookies. They weren't oatmeal raisins because she used that chocolate. That's not really chocolate, caramel, and she ground the oats for it to be the flour, and she had coconut oil. And I just thought the recipe was phenomenal. So I'm gonna look that recipe up and kind of share it with you guys. Um, I am not. I just want to impart whatever information I can impart. I just want to give. Somebody said wisdom, sister. I really don't think it's wisdom because I don't think I'm that wise. I just think I have a lot in my heart. I have a lot of love in my heart. I have a lot of emotion in my heart because I also get very hurt and offended when I see certain things, and I'm gonna be me. People have tried to change me for years. I'm a little kooky. I'm a lot kooky. I'm a lot off the chain. My heart is 99%, well, 90% in the right place because when I want to be devious, I can be devious to the 10th power. I should have been the sixth maid in the devious maids, the black maid. And then you're talking about them getting pissed off for stereotypes. But anyway, um, I just think that we all have a life to live. Um, and a lot of us are influenced by what we're taught on our journey. Um, I was taught different things by my mom. Life lessons were the biggest teacher, and my mom never really did medicines with us. She did all natural things, like my patient has a cold, and I mix some honey, um, some ginger, some green tea, some lemon, some lime, and I dropped a menthol cough drop in there. And she didn't like it. I loved it. It was delicious, but she doesn't like concoctions. She drank the whole thing, and a minute later, that cold just came right up. So I don't know all the time what's perfect, but God has blessed me with a sense of just trying to think of what would do what. And I think that's why I'm in the medical field now as opposed to the law field that I was in before. This is very long now, but I'm sorry for this. Hope you guys are not bored. But just hit me up with any questions. I'm gonna try to go the natural route, um, and I'm gonna impart information, and you can take it. Oh, one of the things he was talking about was somebody said that they did a cereal that had buckwheat, chia seeds, blueberries, and he used soy milk. One of the things that, and the guy said he got really sluggish afterwards. The one thing that struck me when he first started talking, which he eventually got into this, is you also have to realize that a lot of times when you're feeling sluggish, it's not what you're eating, it's what you're eating, because what you're eating may be good, but it may not be good for you, if that makes sense. A lot of us have food allergies and we don't know it. We've been diagnosed with stuff like asthma and, IBS when it's really, sluggish bowels from an allergy to the food. The IBS is a diagnosis, but it's not probably the right diagnosis. IBS can happen with any foods. When you have food allergies, you have the same symptoms, um, but it's for a specific reason. Slow gut, slow digestive. You could be have allergy to glutens. You could have allergies to certain berries. So start writing down the things you eat and start researching. And that's the way I feel better with what I eat. I know what I can and cannot eat. I know instantly what's going to make me sick and what's not going to make me sick. So I'm trying to work with Miss Sleepy, and she loves me and I love her, but sometimes she will kick some back because I was eating calamari too much. So I had some calamari this weekend with my food thing, as my niece calls them, and I was 2 calamaris in, and Miss Levy was like, hell to the no. I am sick of these calamaris. They are too hard to, they're very rubbery. And she just sent it back up. Special delivery. Whoop. So, and that was very embarrassing because I was talking to him, and all of a sudden I was like, whoop. And I was like, hold that thought. And they all came up, and I noticed when I tried to eat them later that night, later that night, yeah. Um, I ate one and played with it, and she was like, okay, I know what you're trying to do, but I done already told you I don't want these things. So, I have to ease off calamaris for a minute until she want them back down again. I love calamari. But yeah, I'm going to try to do the clean eating thing, and I'm going to try to give what my reactions are and what I've found and what I've learned, and you can take them and do whatever you want with them. I just want to share. It makes me feel better. So I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to be committed. Well, I am committed. I am very disciplined these days. So I am seeing progress. So I just want to say I love you guys. Mean it. Um, Let me know what you think of my comments. And if you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, then let me know and maybe I'll talk about them. Okay? Love you guys. Peace out.